This video is made possible by my patrons on Patreon. Hello everyone, my name is Xiomaro and welcome back to the channel. Now, wouldn't you just know it? I make a positive video about the future of Battlerite and then the drama starts. Oh god, this really sucks. I'll start out by saying that this is very new information and there's probably still a lot more to come out. None of this has been officially announced yet, but honestly I think you're going to be hearing a lot more about this soon. So here's what's happened. Last night, Jurgen, one of the members of Dolos, a European BPL team, put out a tweet with all his gripes about the problems of BPL and Battlerite as a whole. Honestly, it's worth a read because he has some very good points, and all from a quote-unquote professional player. He even said himself that he hates considering anyone who plays in BPL pros. I mean, BPL players are, without a doubt, the best of the best in Battlerite, but to be called a professional, you need to be paid, and I guess that's where some of the issues stem from. One of the biggest gripes that seems to be coming out about BPL is an issue with taxes from the prize money in Season 1. A lot, if not all BPL players had to pay tax twice on their prize money. Once for their own country and once for Sweden by the sound of things. Exactly what happened seems to be somewhat shrouded in mystery and different sides of the same story. One side seems to think that it was just a big oversight by SLS, while Bakato, the esports coordinator for Stunlock, says it was an issue with the way that DreamHack handled prize money, and Battlerite isn't the only game to have issues with this. Regardless, it sounds like they sorted the problem going into Season 2 of BPL. Jurgen also mentions a lot of general issues he feels Battlerite has had over its lifetime. He includes things like the delay of the tournament system, the free-to-play launch being incomplete in regards to features, plus bad timing for the launch of BPL, which is actually something I hadn't fully considered until he pointed it out. BPL launched 6 months after the free-to-play release of Battlerite. The player base had already dwindled significantly, and it meant that BPL never really got the attention it deserved. Does anyone remember Battlerect around launch? That had a lot of hype around it due to the timing. Now, imagine if that had been BPL instead. Honestly, I could go off on a huge tangent about esports in general and how it's more important to have a steady and eager player base than actually be a good game for esports. I mean, look at some of the esports scenes for some Battle Royale games. Battle Royale is anything but balanced and competitive, no matter which Battle Royale we're talking about. Yet the popularity of it leads to way more lucrative competitions despite the genre's shortcomings. So yeah, the timing of BPL was pretty bad. If we could have a do-over, it should have been something that launched a week or two after general release. Maybe it would have made no difference in the long run, but it would have had a hell of a lot more hype surrounding it. I suppose there's no point going over shoulda, woulda, couldas, but here's the real kicker moving forward. It's looking possible or even likely that BPL Season 3 won't be going to DreamHack, meaning no LAN at the end of the season. This is a huge disappointment to me because, well, on a selfish level, I was going to be going to DreamHack and covering the tournament on this channel. I never announced this because, I don't know, maybe I was just being super pessimistic, but I kind of had a feeling something might happen. Not this, mind you. No, I was thinking maybe I just wouldn't be able to go in the end, or there would be some problems with flights or accommodation. But I didn't for a second think the whole thing might be cancelled. Bear in mind, this isn't official yet. There's been no official announcement, and as far as I know, so far it's not confirmed that the LAN is off. As for why it might be cancelled, I've seen assumptions such as Battlerite Royale not making as much money as SLS anticipated, the interest in BPL just not being high enough so they're cutting deadweight, or sponsors or funding being dropped, and many other theories. But in all honesty, we don't know. As I said, this is all new information and there's probably still a lot more to come out, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. And you know what? I feel really bad for Bakato in all of this. He's kind of the main man behind BPL, or at least he's the face and the voice of it. I've spoken to him a bunch of times before, and anyone who has spoken to him will tell you what a passionate and honest guy he is. There have been screw-ups on his end, but he's pretty fast to both admit it and rectify it. And honestly, you can't really ask for more. It's easy to sit in our armchairs and tut at mistakes he or the rest of SLS have made, but you've got to remember that mistakes do happen. And personally, I think the most important thing is always how you adapt and fix the problems you have. It's not something that all of Stunlock seem to be good at, but Bakato always seems to try his best to make things right. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's worth having a read of Jurgen's tweet, so I'll leave a link to that in the video description. Although he's clearly annoyed about the whole situation, he does a good job of articulating a lot of Battlerite's issues, so yeah, take a look. Anyway, I hope you found this video informative. If you did, then please feel free to subscribe for more gaming guides, news, and discussion. And don't forget to check out the links below to Patreon, Discord, and Twitch. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.